So it's been seeming. It seems like every day we got something new going on with Marvel, Avengers, Doomsday. There's just so much hype. There's so much build up. Uh, but however, I did come across this article where it's saying that Doctor Strange 3 is going to be in development. But this go around, it looks like Benedict Cumberbatch is a little bit more involved with the project. Sam Ramsey will not be returning, but he wants Sam Mendes to take over as director. So let's check this out, man. I'm really curious to see what's cooking. What's cooking? Because I mean, let's just be honest. I think Doctor Strange has been one of the strongest things that Marvel has done. Doctor Strange one, awesome, and then of course Doctor Strange two came out, which I still enjoyed Doctor Strange two, and it still made a whole crap ton of money. Um, but there were some parts in the movie that I felt were just a little cheesy, but we'll get to that here. I'll get to that here in just a moment. But so based on what this article here, this is of course according to Nexus Point News, who has become a very reliable source for movie news, often breaking major stories before the trades. Doctor Strange 3 is now in active early development. Article continues, despite previous reports claiming that Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness director Sam Raimi has all but closed the deal to helm the trequel, the Evil Dead and Superman Spider-Man filmmaker is not expected to return. Star Benedict Cumberbatch is said to be taking a more active role behind the scenes this time and is involved in the search for a new writer and director. Apparently, the Sherlock star is interested in bringing Sam Mendes on board. Benedict Cumberbatch is becoming more involved behind the scenes this go around, particularly in the search for a new writer and director. One name Cumberbatch is said to be interested in is Sam Mendes, though this seems unlikely given Mendes has four Beatle biopics on his plate. Neither Sam Raimi nor Michael Waldron are expected to return for the third installment. In the Multiverse of Madness was met with pretty good reviews, 73% on Rotten Tomatoes. So that means pretty much 73 out of 100 people, of course, enjoyed it. And while it did prove to somewhat diverse among MCU fans, it went on to take in over 950 million worldwide, meaning a third film was always a strong possibility. Now, plot details for Doctor Strange 3 are still a mystery, but Charlie Theron's clea did show up at the end of the last movie, making her return highly likely. There are rumors that the movie will adapt the Time Runs Out storyline from the comics, which would make sense given the event of the last film. So, I'm not too well versed with the comic Time Runs Out. However, I believe it's a storyline that goes into Secret Wars. So that would be pretty interesting to see how Marvel does it, right? Where do they put it in their release times? Will it come between Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars? Will there be a couple things in between what happens in Doomsday that will set up Secret Wars? Because all my anticipation is leading to Doomsday is going to almost feel it's going to have like an Empire Strikes Back type feel, in Infinity Wars type feel, right, where the bad guys win. I think that's the route they're going to go. That worked for them with Infinity Wars, and then you of course have the follow up Endgame. Russo brothers are back to direct this. I see where Doom's gonna win. Doom's gonna win. He's gonna come through. He's gonna be wiping out the Avengers left and right, kicking ass. Um, but Doctor Strange 3, I would love to see it. I would love to see Sam Mendes. Come on, man. The guy gave us Skyfall, um, along with Road to Perdition. I mean, a lot of great movies. That would be a great directing option. But we'll see, man. I do like Benedict Cumberbatch is more involved. I don't think he liked the way that the second movie transpired. So he's like, I'm gonna take a little bit more hands on. Uh, so let me know what you guys think down below, man. Is Marvel cooking with this one, or do you think this is just gonna be another dud? Where do you think it takes place? Um, Anybody who knows more about Time Runs Out, man, hey, let me go ahead and hear it in the comments below. But guys, thanks again. Until next time, go ahead and subscribe for more Real Rumble.